Alright, hello. Hope you guys are doing well. It's half term week. Got another four nights chapter for us. Even though I thought we wouldn't since it's been a while since now because it's been on a break in. But anyways, chapter 181, Nights of Despair. And for the cover image, we have both Isoldes in a field somewhere with a kingdom in the back. That's either Leonis or Camelot. The stat difference is quite insane, man. That's what I'm gonna say on this. The stat difference is quite insane. Let me know begin. We pick up where we left off, where Tantros is asking who he is. With Isolette is just starting to stutter a bit and getting nervous, sort of like, where's this coming from, player? You've always been used Tantros, you know that. And Tantros reveals that he whispered, Tantros, as he was being cared for by her, and Isolde, which he presumed was her, and begins recollecting that he was supposed to be on some great mission. All of that just encompasses his memories, and it doesn't have the foggiest on why he has light and darkness powers. Isolette is just like, what do you really need to know that, it's not that big of a deal. That's it. But Tantros sort of prods the issue further that the man he fought, Cheon, knew about the powers that he had, and that no matter what, he always tries to protect others. This starts to get Isolette actually sweating, like, the people who helped you out seem to know her too, so it's like, calm down. You don't really need to stress about it. Get some rest. Puts her hands on his shoulders as she says that. But Tantros is just like, Princess, the Prince of Leones, the Seven Deadly Sins. These phrases keep ringing in his head for some reason, and telling him that maybe Tantros isn't my name. But Isolette stops him, saying that at the end of the day, none of that matters, and tells him to calm down and look into her eyes, which he apologizes for, since he got excited thinking that he could remember a bit more. And then
You what?
what everyone has known since the beginning. She says a phrase, some sort of chant, and Tristan's eyes haze over even, and all of a sudden he starts speaking about how it doesn't really matter at all as long as the two of them are together, then it's more than enough. That the main goal is to get out of Anfuin, and so Tantros has to win his next match no matter what. Isolette says that she has something for him, but Isolette says that it's something that her father wore when he was young, and that even though it may be a little bit too big for him now, it might fit him one day, since his outfit did get ripped. So hey, good replacement. And Tantros goes on to ask the question, what's your dad like then? Or Papa, with Isolette sort of scoffing at the name Papa, with Tantros confused at why he said Papa as well. Isolette goes on to explain that he was a proud man that was always harsh on himself but nice to her, which makes him wonder, is it really okay that I use his armor then? She looks down at the emblem for a bit and is just like, it's fine, and that at the end of the day her dad isn't with them no more, which makes you wonder if it's a case of if he died or something else has happened. I've seen some people theorize that maybe my great goat Beltripe is her father, which makes sense because when people are enforcing the power of chaos, as we saw with Pelago and Ironside, they do forget the people closest to them, so could be the case. and it could be the reason why she's in Antoine as well, so like Deodora. And then we join back with the main crew, with Anne asking Percival not to hold a grudge against Deodora, with Nassian sort of asking why not, like he basically like stomped you out, and stating that while she did see how angry he got and that it made her glad, but at the end of the day she understands that she threw her emotions at him without understanding his situation as well, like why he's in Anfuin, and that Ironside may not have been telling him about his misdeeds. I mean, what person really would tell their child about the horrible things they've done? And that in any more case, it may seem more like Ironside's a good dad to Deodora, which has Nasi and some Percival looking at each other.
Nah, Pig. Are you serious?
as Anne goes on to state that maybe something's happened to Ironside and that he blames Percival and the rest of the Four Knights, and that obviously Theodore at the end of the day is oblivious to everything in terms of the states of the relations between the Four Knights and Camelot. And then we join up with Theodore's group and we see Turret's face, and Theodore's just like, I'm sorry about how your match went, and just tries to encourage that I'll try to fight hard for the both of you, so chin up, and sort of decides to go get some food for him, with Rose insisting to go as well, but Turret tells him to stay, with Rose asking, what's up with you today? That's obviously Turret, like, he punches the ground and is just like, why did we get dog walked like that? And Rose goes on to explain that because you doubted Camelot and resented it even just for a little moment, thinking, why was Sir Ironside gone mad over these trifling Knights of Prophecy? Why won't His Majesty fix him up? And Turret is just like, yes, I know, I can't believe, like, it seems that he was the reason they came down to Anfin outside of just Theodora as well. And at the end of the day, the only thing Ironside's really forgotten about was his idiot son, showing that Turret does hold resentment towards Theodora. And Rose is just like, yo bro, calm down, yo, like, acting very booky for what? And Turret's like, and what? I wish it was only him that fell into Anfin. With Rose literally grabbing him by the collar and is just shouting back like, aren't you the one who's letting yourself go crazy just because of this? And at the end of the day, it's that our job to support Theodora in order to get his dad's memories back. And Turret is just like, think about it, Rose. Who picked us up as holy war orphans and taught us how to fight? Ironside is like a father to us, or even like a god of evil, which is crazy work, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing another grown-ass man as a god, chill out. And I hate how this is low-key having Rose thinking like, and Turret they go on to say that obviously that's because of that reason that they've been serving him all these years. And hold on, let's look back up to the panel of this flashback. We got the look at Ironside with a little stubble and shit. And then look at Turret and Rose. Look how big this nigga Turret's nose was as a kid, bro. That's hilarious. But anyways, they both stated that they never saw anything in return either. And yet, Theodora received all of Ironside's unconditional love. Yeah, because that's his son. Like, y'all are his apprentices, yeah, but at the end of the day, that's his blood son. He tries to tempt Rothes, saying that, you know, you forfeit too, that we deserve to be his sons far more than Theodora. Like, at the end of the day, who does Sir Ironside really need? What's our true mission here? And it's not to clean up messes that Claude makes, and Rose lets him go, with Turret smiling knowing that he got Rothes. Look at this shit, man, no loyalty. And he's just like, so what do you want me to do? So we continue on with everyone feasting, having a good time. Oh man, and we go to Theodora, we see with Rose coming to help him, and Theodora is just like, I'm sure Turret hates my guts right now, with Rose questioning why he may think that, and Theodora explained that he's not so ignorant and knows he's been irritated by him for a long time, and admits that he can't really do anything without the two of them, and that if it wasn't for them, he'd have lost today, with Rose just saying that, you know, we're just doing our job, with Theodora asking him not to act so distant, and explains that they're like brothers to him, specifically a big brother since obviously they're older, and that because of that, Theodora never felt lonely, and that even that with his uncle dead and his father forgetting about him, he's the only one who really understands him. And then Rose apologizes as they realize this, and Rose just begins trying to choke out Theodora, and promises that there will be good sons in place of him for Ironside. And during this, Theodora just begins reminiscing, man, I can't read this shit, bro. I can't bring myself to read this shit, man. So Theodora goes on to reminisce about how his uncle's dead, his dad's forgotten about him, and the one friend he thought he had wasn't even his friend at all. And then we hear a snap, and Theodora seems to be lifeless now. Yeah, it's where the chapter ends. I did not expect this at all. Is all I can say. I did not expect this at all. We got wow. Give me a second. Let me collect myself. Rothes, Turret, Mans. Especially Rothes though. After hearing Theodore just pour his heart out about how he sees you as a brother and his one and only friend, you do him like this, man. Straight Judas timing. Now, I don't even want to go into my thoughts about, I mean, that's one for, oh my days. I don't even want to, alright. Come on. Okay. This is a crazy contrast to chapters. I read Blue Lock's chapter as well today. And, oh my days, all I can say is it's good to be an Asagi fan. And then I read this. Holy shit, bro. So, the main thing we all knew, the fake Rothes had been controlling Tristan with her magic, and I suspected we'd get a glimpse of what that would be today, and lo and behold, we did. We got a bit more backstory on the fake Rothes as well. People, like I said, people theorized that Beltrite may be her father. I don't really see much evidence towards it outside of maybe similar personalities in terms of they're pretty full of themselves or like arrogant and shit, but outside of that, we don't have enough information to go off that. Tantra is getting new clothing, so that's nice. I think it was shown in that one colored piece. I thought it was the one which they wore during that flashback from Chion and Isolde when they were explaining what was happening. But yeah, Tristan is indeed being mind controlled, so we need the others to find a way to figure this. I mean, they're probably going to start putting the pieces together since Gawain and Nascent have concluded that she's air quotes ill because of extreme magic energy use. So it just causes more trouble for the others in terms of trying to get their friend back. Now, in terms of the story, the other half of Theodora, I wasn't expecting this. As you could tell, I wasn't expecting this. This actually literally shook me, which is odd. I don't. this is odd because it's so rare. And killed by someone you saw as your best friend. Oh man! And after all the different things you went through as well, you lost your uncle. Your dad forgotten about you, and you're over here trying to find a way to get his memories back, and then a homeboy turned out to not be your homeboy and killed you. Now, obviously, we all knew Turret was a bitch ass nigga, but for Rothes, I can't lie, for Rothes to be so easily swayed kind of pisses me off. It really, truly does piss me off. I don't think this is the end of Theodora. I think the others may come saving, maybe Percival and stuff, because Percival is a life spirit. He can sense when people are about to die, technically, so he might do something about that. Yeah, no, this is just foul. This is just foul. And obviously, the reason why these guys are in Anfon as well, they actually also doubted Camelot, Turret, more so, in a split second, in a moment. Just go drop down into Anfon with no reasoning. I thought maybe because they're, affiliated with Ironside, they may have their own sort of special passage to get to Anfon without much issue, but I was proven wrong. And if Percival doesn't come save him, this may be a chance where his own magical ability may come in and save him from the brink of death. Yeah, those are generally my thoughts. I look, you don't want to talk about this chat. This actually really disturbed me. This really disturbed me. Yeah, I can't talk about this shit no more, man. You see, if it had just gone on with the stuff with Tantris and the others, then it would have been fine. But seeing this isn't how niggas are supposed to die in this series. I do not want to see this. Oh, God. Yeah. This is what I have to say. This isn't gonna be my main takeaways from this is fake Isolde and Turret are bitch ass niggas. Rothes is even more of a bitch ass nigga for going along with what Turret said immediately, no questions asked, after just revealing their backstories to them a little bit, and then even after hearing how highly Theodora has in place, still decides to go through with it. This isn't the end of Theodora. I refuse to believe Nakba is gonna let him die at a point like this, and if he is dead from this, Lord above, have peace on Ironside's soul when he eventually remembers and he finds out. Oh man. Yeah, nah. But yeah, I think he will get saved if, and then maybe join Percival's group, possibly for a small period of time. I don't know, but yeah, I'm leaving it at that. I'm done with this shit. I want to close this shit off my tab, man. I'm gonna play Rivals or something, bro. I can't stand looking at this shit.
When I'm through with you, oh my god.